What movie is simply magical to you, no matter how popular or unpopular it may be?
I saw Hook and Mouse Hunt as a kid during Christmas time, and so those have both the residual child and Christmas magic going for them. I also will never not feel in awe of Titanic. That opening scene with the first shot of the Titanic and the swelling music.
Mouse Hunt is legitimately one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Ernie, Nathan Lane, covered in mousetraps and dripping with liquid poo. Look, we don't have the time or energy to deal with these petty problems now. We're in the middle of an extensive renovation. Man from Bank. Looks like you're off to a great start. Not to mention Christopher Walken's role as Caesar the Exterminator. Effing golden. Edit, hell yeah y'all. Somebody down thread mentioned it was streaming on Hulu. And I am pleased to confirm this to be fact. Dunno if it's been mentioned already, but Ever After, 1999. There's something super magical and special about its storyline and the genuine love between the main characters. Also, I'm a sucker for Cinderella. Edit. Sorry, got the year wrong. It's 1998.
I shall go down in history as the man who opened a door.
Treasure Planet. Beautiful backgrounds, interesting character designs, seamless blend of 2D and 3D that was way ahead of its time, and a fun melding of past and futuristic. It captured my imagination like no other film had or has since.
Dang it, Jim, I'm an astronomer, not a doctor. I mean, I am a doctor, but not that kind of doctor. I have a doctorate. It's not the same thing. You can't help people with a doctorate. You just sit there and you're useless.
Second-hand Lions. Cheesy and heavy-handed at times, but well-cast and heartwarming. A wonderful combination of coming-of-age and classic adventure storytelling, with a healthy dose of whimsy and wholesome life lessons. Plus, Berkeley breathed of Bloom County and Opus drew the comics that adult Walter has in his studio in the intro, epilogue. Asterisk, sometimes, the things that may or may not be true, are the things worth believing in the most. That people are basically good, that honor, courage, and virtue mean everything, that power and money and power mean nothing, that good always triumphs over evil, and I want you to remember this, that love, true love never dies. Asterisk, Robert Duvall as Hub. Edit, well, plant me in the garden, thanks y'all. I've loved reading all your connections with this movie.
Who does this guy think he is? I'm Hub McCann. I've fought in 2 world wars, and countless smaller ones on 3 continents. I've led thousands of men into battle with everything from horses and swords to artillery and tanks. I've seen the headwaters of the Nile and tribes of natives no white men had ever seen before. I've won and lost a dozen fortunes, killed many men, and loved only one woman. With a passion a flea like you could never begin to understand. That's who I am. Great movie, very underrated.
Secret of Neve.
Cool Runnings.
Galaxy Quest.
Big Trouble in Little China.
The best scene is when they drink the magic tonic. When they're all in the elevator together and start to get the "I feel awesome" effect. Cheers me up every time I watch it. What a great movie. Fun fact, BTILC exists in the same universe as Buckaroo Banzai.
Practical magic. No matter how old it is and how cheesy the story, I still love it and get pulled in every time.
And I absolutely want to live in the house that they lived in.
Clue.
I watch that movie every year. It's just so perfect and magical. Da 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 da. I am your singing telegram.
Stand By Me. It's a great film. It's such a wonderful film of childhood and friendships. It always reminds me of my childhood and the adventures we'd go on. We never found a dead body though. For the record, this has been my favorite film of all time since it came out. I love it so much.
How to Train Your Dragon, actually the entire series. Test Drive and Forbidden Friendship are beautiful scores mixed with the visuals.
A Knight's Tale.
It's called a lance. Hello.
Beetlejuice. It's one of my favorite movies ever made. It's really hard to explain how it influenced me, but it really is a magical movie. Thank you. Now I'm going to watch it once again. If you never saw Beetlejuice, you must. It is truly a magnificent movie.
Empire Records and Labyrinth. I could probably watch those every day for the rest of my life and never get sick of them.
Greater Than Labyrinth. I think this is my favorite fantasy movie of all time. It's just so wonderfully whimsical, and the use of beautifully painted backgrounds instead of CGI just speaks to the imagination. With the exception of the fairies, which I don't really enjoy, I love all creatures. Especially Ludo. Stardust. I've seen it so many times. I wish I could watch it again, but for the first time.
The date I took with me to see it in theaters spent the whole time on her phone. We never went out again, but Stardust and I meet up occasionally for a most magical evening.
Ratatouille.
My cousin Vinny. The more I watch it, the more brilliant it is. It never gets old.
Sometimes I just go on YouTube and watch Marissa Tomei's courtroom examination. Perfection.
Office Space. It captures office life so perfectly it's humorously scary. The Iron Giant.
Superman. That is it's a wonderful life-level tearjerk right there.
Tremors. It never gets old.
Great movie. Instead of playing The Floor is Lava, I always used to pretend there were the things fun Tremors instead.
Wallace and Gromit films.
Starship Troopers. The sudden change from light-hearted, if concerning, high school love triangle drama to terrifying warzone is done just expertly. Not just that, but the sheer scale of some scenes with the number of armored-up extras is absolutely insane.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
When Judge Doom put the shoe in the acid, man, that was hard to watch.
It still annoys me that the cops didn't do anything to stop him.
Oh brother, where art thou? It's bona fide.
I didn't get hit by no train. Lots of respectable people got hit by trains. The Princess Bride.
Pan's Labyrinth. I was so scared as KUD, but I love it so much now. Edit. Thanks for the awards, pleading face.
The Fall. Here's the trailer. Link. It centers around a Hollywood stuntman and a little girl, both in the same hospital, and the man tells the girl a fantastical story in exchange for something I won't spoil here. The story is great, but the cinematography is out of this world. Main character is Lee Pace, the bad guy from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and the good guy in Pushing Daisies. Sad part. Not free on any streaming service, a fake.
Can I add that Roger Ebert's review of the film is a must-read companion piece to enjoying the film. Tarsam's The Fall is a mad folly, an extravagant visual orgy, a free fall from reality into uncharted realms. Surely it is one of the wildest indulgences a director has ever granted himself. Tarsam, for 2 decades a leading director of music videos and TV commercials, spent millions of his own money to finance The Fall, filmed it for 4 years in 28 countries and has made a movie that you might want to see for no other reason than because it exists. There will never be another like it.
Constantine. Didn't get the best ratings, but I loved it.
Peter Stormare was an amazing Lucifer.
Kubo and the Two Strings. That movie is everything to me no matter what happens.
The Incredibles. I wore out the DVD.
The Prince of Egypt.
The original Disney Jungle Book. The hand-drawn animations still look amazing. The musical numbers are great. Kaa and Shere Khan are both still terrifying. I want to be adopted by Baloo and Bagheera. Owen Clark's is perfect.
Chicken Run, 2000.
I don't want to be in a pie.
12 Angry Men. I thought it was going to be boring when I first had to watch it, but man, it was just so captivating and still holds up so well over 60 years later.
Willow. Pooh's the Tits.
Matilda, 1996.
They are not cops. They are ace speedboat salesmen. They're cops. Shaun of the Dead is brilliant from start to finish.
Big Fish.
Truth is, I've always been thirsty.
The Mummy. Edit. Wow, thanks for the awards, guys. So glad to see so many of you liked it so much.
I am a librarian. Honestly, my all-time favorite film.
Howl's Moving Castle. It's of my favorite Hayao Miyazaki movies, but when I bring it up, a lot of people haven't seen it.
I see no point in living if I can't be beautiful, turns into a blob. A sincerely imaginative and touching movie.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I cannot state enough how much it saddens me to see this movie go so unappreciated. The animation is gorgeous even by today's standards. The songs are great. There's not much I can say bad about it. I just kinda wish more people were into it.
Hunchback is probably my favorite Disney film. Like you said, the animation is great. There's a fantastic use of color in this film, and has some of the best framed shots out there. Frollo on the steps of Notre Dame. Esmeralda looking at the stained glass. Any shot with Quasimodo above the city. The soundtrack never fails to give me shivers. The almost every single song has amazing tonal and key shifts, often bouncing from a major key and uplifting tone, to plummeting into darkness and dripping with animosity, or starting shy and apprehensive and swelling into triumph. Mixing in actual hymns and Latin lyrics into the soundtrack was *Chef's Kiss*. But you can't talk about Hunchback of Notre Dame without talking about Frollo. He honestly leaves all other Disney villains in the dust. You've got Ursula, she wants to usurp the throne. You've got Gaston, he just wants the girl. You've got Jafar, who wants to usurp the throne. You've got Scar, who wants to usurp the throne, overused. Nah. You've got literally Satan *. Then there's Frollo, who is quite literally a genocidal maniac. Frollo is such an abominable being. He is so sure what he is doing is right and just, that he is ordained by his God, and he is so wrong. He's terrifying. Sorry for going off, I just really like this movie.
Jurassic Park. I'm 32 years old, and every effing time I hear that music play and Alan and Ellie see the brachiosaurs for the first time, I'm immediately transported back to being a 5-year-old. There's no movie that has better captured that feeling of sheer wonderment.
The music when the helicopter approaches the island. I still watch it and I am still amazed at how well it holds up, how emotional I get, and how that damn goat leg and the arm get me every damn time.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, it's just its own thing and so mature yet fun. Edit. Thanks for noticing me and upvoting.
I was surprised at how much I enjoyed that movie when I saw it. That was a bad song, PT, or whatever that random musician's name was.
Jurassic Park. I know it's a popular movie to begin with, but I absolutely adore it. I'm 17. So I've never had the chance to see it in theaters on the big screen, and that's one of the things I wish for the most. I'm not sure what about makes me like it so much, I just do. Edit. Some words.
Edward Scissorhands. The plot, the music, the acting, everything about it seems like a real-life fairy tale.
The Fifth Element. ETA. Thank you for the awards, Karma.
Same. Bruce Willis did not think it was a good movie and kind of phones in his part, which I think only added to it. The character didn't want to be there and neither did he. Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
The Never-Ending Story. Found myself watching that poo on repeat for the longest time. It's really good and holds great memories and a special place in my heart, but we don't talk about the sequel.
Waller. Edit. Please stop giving this awards, it's not worth it. I just said my opinion XD though, thank you.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Amelie.
Back to the Future will always be a pure spectacle of filmmaking.
When I was a child I borrowed Nightmare Before Christmas from the video rental store and I never heard about it before. It was the most magical, gorgeous thing I've seen. I was religiously renting it over and over again and I never talked to friends about it, so it seemed like my little obscure discovery. When I was a little older, but still a child, and traveling, I went into a goth shop and I saw some Jack Skellington artwork. I loudly said what it was to show to the store people that I get it, like it was some insider reference. I was so proud, but no one seemed that impressed, although I thought they were my people. Not long later I realized it was this huge thing, widely popular across the world and definitely not a reflection of my profound tastes and insights. And that every hot shop and other goth stores have the artworks is a given. It very deeply disappointed me, but I still think it's magical. I just feel it was taken away from me. Sad face.
I'm just picturing you walking into Hot Topic like, what's this?
National Treasure.
A goofy movie. Asterisk. Do you need a break from modern livin'? Asterisk.
Powerline deserves an album.
Not quite the same, but the guy who did all of Poweline's singing is Tevin Campbell, and he's extremely talented.
School of Rock FTW. Edit. Thanks a lot for the award. The first one I ever get.
The Princess Bride.
Emperor's New Groove. Kronk is best Disney character, don't at me.
Favorite part is Kronk making his own music when he goes to dump the llama.
Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day, so be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.